Hello, this is movie review number 1174. This is Blitz. Blitz is a 2024 movie directed by Steve McQueen. This is from Apple Original Films, Regency Enterprises, and Looking Title Films. And I saw this movie on November 9th, 2024 at Mariemont Theatre in Mariemont, Ohio. And I thought this was a pretty good movie. By the way, this movie has Saoirse Ronan in the movie, and she plays a mother role. Pretty interesting. So this movie takes place in World War II, London, where 9-year-old George is evacuated to the countryside by his mother, Rita, to escape the bombings that are going on in the area. Defiant and determined to return to his family, George embarks on a journey back home as Rita searches for him. So, in World War II London, there are bombings going on in the area, and it is to the point where, just like many families, Rita is having to make the hard choice to send her son away for safety. So she sends George to a train station where George is going to the countryside with other children to be safe from these bombings. However, he is defiant and he decides to get off the train and to go back home to his mother, even though he hates his mother for what she did to him. However, what George doesn't know, he doesn't exactly know too much on what is going on. I think he knows a little bit, but not to the point where he doesn't understand why his mother is doing this. But along the way, he does meet some people, both good and bad, unfortunately. And all he's just doing is trying to get back home to his mother and to his grandfather. However, as more and more bombings drop in London, it is to a point where George may not be able to get back home. But I'm not saying he does or doesn't get back home. I'm just saying that he is going to try. But when his mother, Rita, finds out that George isn't at the countryside with the other kids, she is trying to go look for him. The problem is, with everything going on, she's not exactly sure where to look. So, so in this movie, we see George trying to find his mother, and Rhea trying to find her son again. But because of all the bombings that are going on, it's definitely very hard for them to try to reunite. I won't say if they do or don't, but I thought it was a pretty good movie. So in this movie, we see Elliot Heffernan portraying George, which I saw in the credits was his acting debut, as it says introducing Elliot Heffernan. Cool. Saoirse Ronan, Saoirse. Saoirse Ronan portrays Rita, who is George's mother. And then, very interesting that Saoirse Ronan is portraying the role of a mother. Harris Dickinson portrays Jack. Benjamin Clementine portrays Effie, Lfe. Kathy Burke portrays Beryl. Paul Weller portrays Gerald, who is Rita's father and George's grandfather. Stephen Graham portrays Albert. Aaron Kellyman portrays Doris. Ray Gill portrays Mickey Davis. Mita Redlis portrays Jess. C.J. Bedford portrays Marcus. Alice Jennings portrays Victor's Mife. Joshua McGuire portrays Creve. Harry Skriels portrays Tilda. Sally Messon portrays Agnes, and many other actors and actresses in this movie. So it was very interesting to see Steve McQueen's film Occupy City earlier this year, but now he made Blitz, which is based on World War II in London, where bombings are going on in London. And even though George isn't exactly sure why his mother is doing this to him, Rita is wanting to protect her son at all costs. But it gets to the point where they have to be separated. Well, let's just say that George hates his mother. Yes, I will say that he actually said, I hate you to his mother right before he left. And George decides to get off the train and to try to get back home. But let's just say that he lost his way. And let's just say that he tries to not be seen from the bad people that might want to take them away. But he does meet some good people. One of the good people that he meets, you guys will definitely like. Um, and then we also see Rita just trying to find her son after hearing that her son never made it to the countryside with the rest of the children. And she is furious, she is worried, she is just trying to find her son. And she did some help from some people, but nothing seems to be working. So basically, is a story of how a mother and son got separated from each other and seeing if they can be reunited. But with everything going on, it's unsure if they will. But yeah, this was a pretty good movie. I definitely recommend it. I don't think it's gonna be on. I don't know when it's gonna be on Apple TV Plus, but will soon. You guys check this out. I think it's gonna win some awards or nominations at least. So that's my movie review of Blitz. Please enjoy my next movie review. Alright, goodbye.